Happy Video Friday. It has been a hot minute since I've given you an update, so that's what I'm doing today. It's also been a hot minute since I've had to hide in my bedroom for a quiet, uninterrupted place to bring you this video, but here we are. It's kind of a throwback, so let's get to it. Okay, what have I been up to? Well, before we start on book news, let's just have a moment to have a little heart-to-heart just between us ladies here. And what I mean by that is, as I've been navigating life lately, I'm in the chapter where I still have a child at home, where my husband and I are having to help out more with our parents as they age. And at the same time, I'm in the middle or somewhere abouts of perimenopause. And I decided this year, turning 50, that I am going to change some things in my life. It's maybe more for survival at this point. And it's interesting watching social media where there's so much on there right now about vanity and looking a certain way. And it's always kind of been that way, but I feel like it's extra hyped up. Like, I will never keep up or even do it as far as I'm not like trying to get rid of wrinkles. I'm not putting filler and I'm not doing any of that. And for those of you doing that, that is totally cool. I am so accepting of everybody's journey being their own journey. For me, that's not my journey. So I'm going to share a little bit about where my journey is at right now in case any of you are feeling the same way and want to feel a little less alone. I am trying to stay functional in my life, and I'm watching my husband's parents and my parents' age, and I realize I'm not worried about wrinkles. I'm not worried about gray hair. I mean, yes, I still highlight my hair, but that's not like at the top of my list. I am more focused on staying healthy and functional. So while I've always been a fairly healthy eater, I am even taking it to the next level as I get a little bit older here, and I realize how I need to continue to fuel my body with the best things. But more than that, I'm trying to stay functional by doing things like stretching and weightlifting. I'm going to go back to the stretching. Weightlifting is a big thing right now, and I am trying to do more weightlifting. I've had 2 frozen shoulders caused by perimenopause and hormonal imbalance over the past so many years here, 5-6 years. I didn't have them both at the same time. I'm just now getting the second one to finally unfreeze. But it has really put me out of being able to do yoga and a lot of activities that require anything with my upper body. So I'm playing catch up now as I'm coming out of this frozen shoulder. And I realize when you watch videos or hear people talk about stretching and doing functional activity workouts, so that, you know, your hips and all of your other joints in your body continue to stay mobile and healthy and strengthen the muscles around there. All of that is so important. Like, that to me is so much more important than how my face looks. Like, I don't care if I'm 80 years old and look a certain way. I care if I'm 80 years old and I can still function and enjoy life and be out of pain. So that's what I've been doing, and it is an uphill battle. And I know I probably can't tell my kids this, so some of you who are older than my kids but younger than me maybe are open to hearing advice. Keep moving, just keep moving, but stretching too. Yes, if you can lift heavy stuff, I think that's great. I think women, especially going into your 40s and beyond, need to make sure that you are lifting weight and staying strong because your muscles and everything just want to shrivel up and die. But you need to stretch too. I feel like sometimes we go too far in one direction, like we're gonna do this one thing and become really strong. And we have these muscles that make our arms and legs and abs look a certain way. But are you doing functional things? Can you get up off the floor without using your hands? Can you stretch? Can you touch your toes? Like, all of these things that kind of keep you functionally moving, do that. I wish somebody would have stressed that more when I was even younger. Even though I've done yoga and I've had a lot of flexibility, I took it for granted, especially when I started having frozen shoulder, and it was just like, whatever, I'll move on to some other activity. And now I'm just feeling like I'm behind and playing catch up. So I just turned 50 this year. I'm hoping by the time I'm 51 that I can look back at this journey and realize okay, I turned it around. I am way more flexible. I feel good about life. I don't have aches and pains. I'm building muscle. Like, I'm doing all the things. And who cares if I have the wrinkles, and who cares if I have some gray hair, because the joy right now in my life is not about looking a certain way. It's about feeling a certain way. So if any of you are out there feeling the same way, I'm your person. We can be friends. We are on a similar journey. So, okay, you're tired of hearing me talk about things that aren't book related. So let's jump into book related stuff. And I'm currently starting a new series, and I'm so excited. It was just going to be a new book, but it's turned into a series. And I haven't shared title or any information that way. I'm about 20,000 words into the first book. These will be standalone books. And if you watched any of my Instagram lives a while back, I had a reader ask or suggest that I write a story inspired by this particular song. Not sharing the name of the song yet, but I will. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but then I revisited the idea, and that's what I'm doing. And it is very exciting. Of course, it's my interpretation of the song, and it's a very loose interpretation. But this is set in the Minneapolis area, Lake of the Isles, and a very affluent neighborhood. And I love writing quirky, wealthy characters, and some of the things that they do that to those of us, the majority of us, would find quite odd. So this is a fun book. It's mysterious. It's not dark, but it's mysterious. I would say that it's kind of like From Air, although From Air is a little darker towards the end too, but this is just more the mystery of like these characters' pasts. And so it's fun. I love a new project. So the first book will come out in the end of September. I haven't set the exact date yet. And I have already arranged for the audio to be done, and it will actually be a simultaneous release with the audio. Knock on wood, that actually all happens, but that's the plan for now. So I'm really excited about that. But before that book comes out, I do have the third book in the Sunday morning series, which is Gabby's book, and it's called A Good Book. And I thought it was going to be my favorite one in the series, and it still might be. I always get weird when I finish a book because I start to second guess, like, oh, is it even good? Is it trash? Is it awful? Well, it definitely shouldn't be my favorite book. But that's just my messed up head. I've had my beta readers and my editing team really love it, so I think you guys will too. And that comes out May 22nd. It will not have the audio release at the same time. I apologize for that. But I will have paperback books up for pre-order in the next few weeks, I'm hoping, because I'll have formatted books and all that good stuff to even order them. I'm just waiting on some character art for those of you who want like the special edition signed copy off of my site, like what I did with Sunday Morning and the Apple Tree. So other than that, I know some of you have asked about my Wildfire series and will there be a third book? Will get his book, and yes, Will be getting a book. I will have more information on that for you hopefully soon, and we might have an idea of a release date, but that is coming for you. I don't know for sure if I'm going to give you any more books other than A Good Book and then the first book in this new series I'm writing, which will be in September. I was hoping to put out something around the holidays. It's not a for sure no, but it's a probable no. And we'll just see how my summer goes. I have a couple trips that I planned. I don't know about you guys, but if you go onto social media, which I try to be on there much less than what I used to be, which maybe isn't great for marketing, but it's great for my mental health, because oftentimes you go on there and it's just like every day the sky is falling, and I'm just tired of the sky falling. And it is hard with my husband and I having aging parents to plan much, but I don't want to sit around and not plan something. I love having something to look forward to. So I have planned a trip with my husband to Glacier National Park this summer. It's just gonna be the two of us, and we found a great place to stay. We have insurance on it. I don't know whether it'll happen because things can change so quickly. And then I will be going to Joshua Tree on a couples trip in the fall, and I haven't been there before, so looking forward to that. Knock on wood again if it happens. But it's fun to just like be optimistic because it's so much doom and gloom right now. I'm writing on the optimism. I love the story that I'm writing right now. Spring is happening all around us, or at least where I am at. And I need this so much. And I'm going to continue to eat well and take care of my body and see if I can live some quality years yet and be very functional and feel good in those years. And I hope all of you take care of yourselves and do the same thing. That's kind of it. This is kind of I don't know, not much of an update other than more about my personal life than what you probably wanted to know, but there you have it anyway. And we'll talk soon, probably again before Gabby's book releases, but you just never know. I'm just like taking it a day at a time. So I love you guys. Have a wonderful weekend.